Hey everyone, welcome back to another Behind the Build episode. Today we are going to be building the new retro camera. Now, this is a 3-in-1 set and we are going to be building all three. I think I'm going to start with the TV, then we're going to do the handy cam, and then we're going to do the retro camera. And I kind of want to see how accurate it is to like this one. Now this is set 31147 for ages 8 and up, coming in at 261 pieces. I've never built a 3-in-1 set before, so it'll be interesting to see like how many pieces we get to use for the TV, how many pieces are used in the handy cam, and then how many pieces are used in the retro camera itself. Now I think most people are probably going to be building and have on their shelf the retro camera. I mean, it's the most interesting of all three of them in my opinion, and also it's the most prominent on the box. It's also called the retro camera. So I do find it interesting that they call it that, even though we get to build a TV and a handy cam that, I mean, I guess at this point they're a little retro, but yeah. Anyways, I think it's going to be a fun build. I'll be curious to see how many pieces we use to build each set, but I don't think it's going to take very long. So let's go ahead and start building. Well everyone, we are done with the first part of this 3-set build. So first thing we have here is the television, and it's pretty cool. We have 6 images on the front here. We have a motorcycle, butterflies, giraffe, a bus, dog, and a roller skate. Good attention to detail. We have some dials and everything. We also have the antenna. They did a cool job with the feet on the bottom of the TV as well. Overall, a quick build, enjoyable build, but definitely ready to move on to the handy cam and then the camera itself. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna disassemble this one, and then we're gonna start building the handy cam. So stick with us. Well, all right, as you can see, we are done with the handy cam here. Before I talk about this one, I did want to give a special thank you to my buddy Jamie, who was here for a few days and able to assist me in building the television. Sadly, he had to take off, so I had to build this one all by myself. You know, having an assistant, I think that's something I could get used to. But anyways, this was a lot of fun to build. Definitely a little more challenging and more fun than the television. I think because you kind of have this window that moves in and out, kind of the LCD screen or LED screen, whatever it was back then. Reminds me a lot of this. This is my Sony Handycam from probably over 20 years ago, and looks pretty similar, don't you think? I think they did a really, really nice job kind of replicating the look and the feel to it, especially only using maybe a couple hundred pieces, maybe 150 pieces. I'm not even sure how many this uses, but overall, pretty easy build. I really like how the you know, the LCD kind of opens up and everything, and then we have a window or 3 little windows in here of the images. I think that's cool. You can see kind of the inside of the camera. You know, we have this kind of this eyepiece over here, and yeah, just some really nice kind of contours on the outside. We have some smooth pieces and everything, and then of course we have the lens and the lens hood. Now this one was a lot of fun to build, but I must admit I'm definitely ready to start building the retro camera, so let's go ahead and get into that one. So as you can see here, we are done with the retro camera, and I think they did a fantastic job. So I love all the buttons and wheels and things on the top. They just did a really cool job of making it look realistic. And for comparison's sake, I actually have a Canon AE1 right here. And you can see that, you know, even to scale, it's a little smaller, but it's definitely pretty close. And you know, we have the buttons on the top. I just think they did a really nice, accurate representation of what this camera is like. So really cool. Glad I built it. This is definitely the one that I think you're going to want to build of all three and leave set up if you're gonna leave one set up. I mean, on the box, this is the largest one, so I think they figured most people would want to do it. Now, I did find it interesting that when you build the TV, I would say that uses probably about a third of the pieces, and then when you disassemble it, and then you make the handy cam, that uses about 2/3 of the pieces, and then you build the retro camera, and that uses pretty much all the pieces. I got like a handful of ones here that are left over. So I would say, you know, really only one criticism I have is on the door on the back. I found it a little difficult to open, and then also I find that, you know, you got to be careful about opening it too much because it will pop off. But you know, it's just I felt like it had a hard time staying on. So when I was opening it and closing it, it would pop off every now and then. So just something to watch out there, but you're pretty much probably gonna leave it closed for the most part anyways. I do think it's really cool how you're able to build a film strip and then put it on the inside. I think that was a really nice touch there. And you actually get to build a second film strip. So you have two. You gotta have backup, right? You know, this isn't digital. We don't just keep shooting here, right? So let me know what you guys think of this 3-in-1 build. Are there other 3-in-1 builds out there that you guys would recommend? If you haven't seen the speed build, definitely check that out on my channel, and more behind the builds on the way. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time.